Hello, my sweet friend. Thank you for taking a few moments to connect with me and to share this time and this space with me. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you feel supported. And most of all, I hope that you know that I send love and prayers to each and every one of you. And I truly appreciate your presence in my life during this time in our history right now. As you can probably imagine, I've been busier than ever with people wanting to connect with loved ones on the other side, to know that we're not alone and that there is support that's there for us from the spiritual realm. So, the good news is that angels are not on lockdown, and your spirit guides don't have to social distance. In fact, they're just as close as you'll let them be, and there is absolutely no risk of any kind of infection from spirits. So, this is good news. But I thought it might be nice to share with you a couple of really easy tips that you can implement in your daily life to really feel connected to your loved ones who are on the other side, because it is easy sometimes to get caught in our heads and to get so riddled with anxiety because of what's happening in the world that we do forget to access that wonderful spiritual energy and wisdom that's available to us 24/7, 365. And it doesn't cost anything. It only provides for you faith and courage and the support that you need so that you know you're not alone. So there's 3 steps or 3 easy tips that I want to share with you. And since many of you are now homeschooling kids and you're in this sort of education mode, I thought I would share some ABCs with you. It's easy. So the first step in connecting with loved ones on the other side in a very easy way is A, which is ask. How many times do we forget just to ask for help? You think your angels are mind readers, or okay, well, maybe they are, but it's nice to ask, because when you take the time to ask, it's extending your hand, it's reaching out and acknowledging that you're ready for that connection, that you want that connection, but most importantly, that you're open to understanding and accepting that your loved ones, though not physically present, are absolutely spiritually connected to you all the time. So when it comes to connecting with your loved ones on the other side, step 1 is simply to ask. And I want you to know they're with you whether or not you ask. But it's the process of opening up that allows us to more readily receive, to more easily feel, but also to more truly know that we are connected. Asking doesn't have to be some formal petition. Asking doesn't have to be some elaborate prayer. Asking is simply help, please, thank you, I love you, let me know. Any form of openness, any recognition that they're with you and that they hear you does the job. So A, ask. Pretty easy. Okay, so now B, A, B, C's. B is believe. That is just as important as the asking, because how many times is it easy to discount their presence in our lives because maybe we don't see, or maybe we don't feel, or maybe we've not dreamed about them, or maybe we've just not sensed that our loved ones are with us. But it's important to believe, even in the absence of proof, even in the presence of doubt. If you will believe that they are with you, this will open you more readily and more deeply to accepting and understanding and experiencing their loving messages and their spiritual presence. So believe. Now, believing doesn't mean that you have to just accept it 100% and think everything is a sign, but it does allow you to be more open and more willing to accept their presence. So believe. You've got to believe. Sometimes in the midst of crisis or when we are struggling, it's easy to feel separated and to really cut off our resources, especially when it comes to that spiritual support. And when there is no sign, or if there is no proof that they're with us, the belief becomes even more challenging still. But I want you to know that when you just give an inch, it opens up a space where your angels and your guides and loved ones can provide for you miles and miles of encouragement. So simply allow yourself to believe and then see what happens. So first you ask, and then you believe. It's the A and the B. And so the C then is care, self-care. All right. You probably didn't expect that coming, but that's the really important part of this equation. We have to take care of ourselves in order to be present, to be energized, to be alert, so that we can start receiving the communication that our loved ones offer us from the other side. If your energy is low, if you're not sleeping, if you're not eating what you need to eat to feel good, if you're staying too much in your head and just cutting yourself off from support, if you're not reaching out, if you're just letting yourself get run down, it's extremely hard to feel connected. So the more you are balanced, the more care and patient, the more loving that you can be with you, the more you there is to connect with them. It may seem counterintuitive, but it's absolutely true. Just imagine if you get in your car and the gas tank is empty, no matter how much you beg your car, no matter how much you believe it can go, without fuel, it just won't run. And that's true for you too. If you're not filling yourself up with a reasonable amount of self-care, then it's really hard to get those connections. It's really hard to reach out. So you've got to take good care of you. And let me tell you, you are worth it because you are wonderful. You are loved. Your loved ones are with you and they care deeply for you. So this isn't just you doing this for you, it's you doing it because they want you to do it for you too. So it's easy. You ask, you believe, and you care because you are worth that and you are so incredibly loved. So I hope that this will help you. I hope that you'll put this into practice here and there and have a little fun with it. You could make up an ABC song to go along with it. But when we ask and believe and we care, it helps us to open up to that incredible love, to that unending support, and to the true nature of spirit that is always here for us, no matter what. Thank you so much. Namaste.